We're going to move on in our process here, and it's time for Kathy to come up. Kathy Christie. Yeah. Our managing director. She's got a little announcement to make. And a slide came up for Kathy. That was so quick.
So this morning, when I came in, I thought it's okay. You've got this. There's going to be a giant podium, no microphones. It's a small room. Now, imagine my surprise when I saw I would be standing behind a skinny pole surrounded by 3 microphones. So here we go. As part of our focus to better communicate what we offer and support for you, our credentialed leaders and ministries, the UWM leadership team in December discussed and created a new leadership position, Director of Communications. This position will handle and develop all aspects of communication, marketing, and social media. The end of December, we posted the position internally to our staff. Then the 1st of January, we announced it in the path, and finally on Indeed. Our leadership team carefully reviewed all resumes received, ensuring qualifications fit the needs of this position, and then we selected 3 applicants to interview. I am happy to say we have made an offer, and it has been accepted by promoting internally one of our staff members, Eric, Yount, to the position. Eric recently was serving as Chad's executive assistant, and he will continue to do so until we find a replacement. His background is in business administration, marketing, public relations, social media management, and he is highly skilled in numerous software and social media applications. I was overjoyed when he was hired as Shad's assistant, and I'm equally so for him to be in this position. And to Shad, I don't know where you are, but all I can say is I give it and I take us away. And I promise I will find you a new assistant soon. And now I am so happy to introduce our new director of communications, Eric.
Kathy, I sincerely thank you for those kind words, and I welcome the expectations that are going to accompany them. When Shad, good morning, first of all, to everybody. So when Shad first asked me to speak, he really kind of wanted me to come up and communicate my vision as I saw it. And I dug into that a little bit yesterday, and I thought about, well, how can I articulate that in a way that's going to resonate with the folks online, the folks within the room? And I was quite humbled this morning during Shad's presentation, because in the statement about the founding of the field ministry department, it said everything I wanted to say. It spoke to the need for adequate communication so that what you folks can do, your outreach, is incredibly impactful. And that's how I envision it. So the question then becomes, Eric, how do we do that here? And the best way I can describe it is it begins by establishing open and direct avenues of communication. So you as a member have the ability to provide feedback on how we are supporting you as a ministry and as a leader. It continues by establishing and sustaining this open and mutually beneficial dialogue as we as an organization become proactive and deliberate in creating resources that inspire you as an innovator and impact your congregations. And lastly, and maybe the most important aspect of communication, I feel like here, is recognizing and highlighting UMW's value as a support resource for your ministry. We, as an organization, have a responsibility to engage our membership and to make sure they're aware of how we are supporting you on a regular basis. Ultimately, the charge of the communications department, as I see it, is to support not only you as the head of a ministry, but as the community leader that you are. I want to just very quickly recognize our CEO and President Shad Groverland and our Managing Director, Kathy Christie, for seeing in me some skills that may be employed for the betterment of UWM members and staff. I want to thank my fellow directors, Reverend Diane Benzera and Dana Grissom, for their commitments to innovation through collaboration. I want to thank the central office staff for their willingness to allow me into their space and for supporting change. And lastly, I want to thank the constituency for the forthcoming opportunities to connect and learn your who's and why's and how we as an organization can support those endeavors. In my very early days here, I came across a quote from Eric Butterworth. You all probably knew it much better than me. You were born to achieve, to release your inner power, to fulfill your uniqueness. Well, these words resonated with me upon accepting this position. This is how I see this organization and this movement. It's time to release our inner power and to fulfill our uniqueness. And I hope to play a very, very large part in doing that for you. Thank you.